So, quick guide on how to enter the Aurora in all useful ways that are possible, in both glitched, glitchless, before the Aurora explodes, after the Aurora explodes, and in a way you can only enter the Aurora on the September 2018 patch and on current patch. So there are three things you have to consider. So do you want to enter the Aurora in glitched or glitchless? Do you want to enter the Aurora before or after the Aurora explodes? Do you want to enter the Aurora in September 2018 patch or on current patch? I'm going to show all the differences, all the useful ways you can get into the Aurora. There are two ways you can get into the Aurora in glitchless, but one is easier than the other, like more useful than the other. So, thing you have to consider is, do you want to enter the Aurora before the Aurora explodes or after the Aurora explodes in glitched? In glitchless, you can only enter the Aurora after the Aurora explodes. Entering the Aurora before it explodes in glitched is a lot easier than after the Aurora explodes, and the glitch where you enter the Aurora after it explodes is usually more useful in like blackout bingos or like really long categories. But usually getting into the Aurora before it explodes in glitched is a lot easier. So first things first, for glitched we of course have Super Sea Glide. And that is the standard way we get into the Aurora, and this only works on September 2018 patch. That is one of the main reasons why we speedrun on the September 2018 patch, because that is like really easy. So what we want to do is we swim towards the rear of the Aurora, towards this bottom left thruster. We call this the maintenance hatch because it is definitely intended by the creators of Subnautica, and yeah. So we swim towards the bottom left of the thruster. There we have this sand formation here. We usually swim in this way. Oh, and by the way, if you're in survival, you will take radiation damage here. So you want to take some medkits with you if you're not too comfortable with doing this yet. So this sand formation, we swim to the right of here. And here is a small hole. In this hole you can swim into the Aurora. Be careful not to leave the water because you need Super Sea Glide for this if you're in September 2018. You can swim through here. There are some invisible walls. You have to get used to that. Here you have to stay in this ridge here to not. If you go to the right, you get pushed up a bit. If you go to the left and to the right, you get pushed up a bit. So you want to stay down here. So when we are here, these sparks are the drive room. If I swim closer to the drive room, we can see it load in. So this is the drive room. We can use that as navigation because where we need to go is a bit to the right of the drive room. So we come from here. Here's the drive room, and I generally would say it's like follow this ridge here. So I'm just going to swim in that direction. And then we have here where the water changes color. And this edge here, we want to stay about here. There are no invisible walls or anything, so don't worry about that. When we are here, where the water is a different color, we can see these boxes. These are the living room quarters, and this is where we want to get to. Right below that is the prawn bay. Here is the prawn bay. If we swim closer, we see these three pipes here, and we want to line ourselves up with the center pipe. Then we want to swim a bit back just so that the pipe is barely loading in. So now I'm right at the right distance. Now I look up, and this is the corridor. We want to be at the center of this corridor. We do not want to jump if we jump while we are beneath this this slot here, it will not end well. But we line ourselves up with the center of the corridor, and now this only works on September 2018. This does not work on current patch. We have to have Super Sea Glide for that, because we have to have the momentum to actually jump up there. We hold space, and then we jump straight through the floor, turn around, and walk right here. And here's the captain's quarters. And we can enter the captain's quarters. Now, if you're on current patch, or for whatever reason fail the jump I just showed in for the September 2018 patch, which can happen, it happens a lot, you basically do the same thing, just slightly different. So we swim in here, again go to the maintenance hatch. I'm going to make a day real quick. We swim through here. Again, here's the drive room. We line ourselves up with this edge, go roughly that direction. Look for the water changing color, which is here. Then we go here. So now here is our here's the location where we want to go. So we want to line ourselves up with those pipes, and then we want to go here. The way we get in is through this corridor here. Like, not through this corridor. So this also works as a backup if you fail the jump of the in September 2018 patch. So if we line us up and fail that jump for whatever reason, we can always swim here to this corridor. So for this, having Super Sea Glide makes it easier, but it is not required. So I'm going to lose Super Sea Glide for now. So now I don't have Super Sea Glide. And what we want to do is jump on top of this box here. So for that we go underwater a bit, get a bit of momentum, and then jump on here. Then here is if I remember correctly, here is no edge. Well, I thought you had to jump here. So we run up here. Here is the edge. Here you have to jump. And then we just walk through this floor wall and jump. And now we're in the prawn bay. We hop on here. Then we do a bit of jump and run. We jump on that box. We jump on that box, run up here. Go in here, avoid that fire. Turn left. And here is the captain's quarters where we just were. So let's say you want to enter the prawn bay in a different way, for whatever reason. Now we swim into the maintenance hatch again. And head over towards the prawn bay, like we did the last 5 times, or whatever. So now here is the prawn bay, and here is the corridor. We want to head to the other side, not where the corridor is. And we want to swim over here. So I unequip the Sea Glide here, and we want to be swimming here. So we swim over here. Here is this girder. Then we want to swim up here. Hold W and press space and move your mouse a bit, and it's a bit weird. Basically hold W, you spam space, and you move your mouse around, and then you clip through the wall. I'm going to quickly do that again. So I'm here again, here at this girder. Swim towards that girder. Well, so you want to be swimming, that is important, by the way. You do not want to be walking. Swim over here, towards that wall, hold space and W, move your mouse around. And then you jump through the wall. So to get into the drive room, we want to again enter the maintenance hatch. And locate the drive room. The drive room is indicated by these sparks. We want to swim to the opposite corner, like this corner over here. So we want to swim there. Go behind here. For this it doesn't matter if you have super sea glide or not. So, because why not, I'm going to lose super sea glide now. So what we want to do is swim towards this wall. Hold W, space, and move your cursor. And look a bit up. And then we jump through the wall and we're inside the drive room, where you can do drive room stuff or explore the rest of the Aurora. For whatever reason. So, what if you play a category which is longer? Which, like, I don't know, Blackout Bingo maybe. And, of course, Glitched. So, a thing about the maintenance hatch is it disappears when the Aurora explodes. So, all that I just did, you can only do before the Aurora explodes. So, now the Aurora has exploded, obviously. And when I try to go into the maintenance hatch is blocked. So we have to do it a bit differently. So this one is mainly only useful for longer categories because normally you have you just do everything in the Aurora you need to do beforehand before it explodes, which is not that hard. But if you for whatever reason need to enter the Aurora in Glitched after it explodes, you have this option. This is called the leggy hole, and it is very weird, especially if you don't know how to do it. So we want to swim towards the front of the Aurora like normal people do in Subnautica, but we are speedrunners, so we want to enter the Aurora. So we just swim through here. See this slit here. Swim through here to the right, and then we have this girder here. We climb up this girder. We jump on here, jump on here. We switch back to sea glide, then we have this wall here. If we're to the right, we can swim through this floor. And we turn to the left and swim through this wall here. That is a bit weird. You have to practice that. Then we swim through this wall here, and then we are here at the normal backup or current patch glitching spot, and then we just do it the normal way, which I can't seem to do again. And then we just walk up here, up here, up here, and then jump down, and we're inside the Aurora. That is laggy hole. So, and lastly for glitchless, we want to swim in the normal way, like the way it is intended. The difference is in glitchless you have the propulsion cannon. Also, you have to watch out for reapers because, yeah, reapers are painful. What we want to do is we want to swim up here. Avoid the cave crawlers as much as possible. Walk up here, eat this bench away. Ideally. And yeah, that's the way you get in glitchless. I'm no expert in that, but it works. So that has been all the ways you can get into the Aurora, which are useful for speedrunning. I hope that was helpful in some way. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed, hope it helped, and see you.